Yeah, it's that magical time again where I sit you all down by the fireplace, sit you on my lap, ask you what you want for Christmas, totally ignores it, and tell you old war stories. Today is gonna be a unique video. I promise you the background is different, not because I time traveled into another multiverse or I'm kidnapped against my will. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm fed. I'm not held hostage. It's not like I'm gonna have my guts sold for money. It's okay. I'm here because I want to. Anywho, I'm at my friend's house at the moment. I'm in his room. He's currently chilling at the background. I don't know if you can see him there. It's like, yeah, he's just chilling. He's doing his work because, yeah, we need to do our work and submit it. But now that we're done, basically I'm gonna do a little bit of a story time session with you guys that is just gonna be for fun, So grab some popcorn, turn on your TV, grab your entire family together and huddle up and hear my beautiful voice as I tell you this story today. So, the story is gonna be mainly just about what we've been doing. Basically what we've been doing is needing to start filming for a graded assignment. So this graded assignment is extremely important. It takes up majority of the grade, so that's not really that important to know. Like the importance of the graded assignment, that's not really necessary. The point is, yeah, there's a graded assignment, so obviously I can't do this house. So let me tell you that process and let me tell you exactly what we filmed. So, story time. Here's what happened. I woke up in the morning extremely hard as per normal, but I didn't decide to jerk off or anything because the blood was just flowing down. That was just normal for every guy out there. So extremely hard. Took a shower. It's extremely cold, so I turned on the water heater, poured myself with warm water, and booyakasha, I'm done. Put on my clothes, put on my boxers, one nipple at a time and done. So after that, me and my friend had agreed to go to his house and start filming. So I booked a grab. It was a dog shit price. It was $20+, which was extremely stupid. I think that it's an absolute scam that grabs are so expensive. The first time before I ordered a grab, right, it was like $18 ish to get to his house from my house. But the first time I tried it, apparently I couldn't get any like grabs to come to my area because apparently it was so filled and so busy, so I couldn't get any. So I retried again, and after I retried again, apparently the price increased up to $20+. So that was absolutely a pain in the ass. That felt really extremely just painful. Got a whole fist up my ass right there. So that was bad. Came to his house, waited for him. He picked me up. We went to his house and we started filming. The filming process was kind of fun, not bad. Um, uh, hey, it was fun. That's all I can say. It was a great filming process. We wanted to get his mom involved, but she didn't want to partake, so we had to improvise. By improvise, I mean wait till the next day, tomorrow, to start the improv by having another actor play a mother figure, which is important to the story. So we couldn't get his mom, so there's that. And afterwards, we just started filming whatever we could at the moment, which was me cleaning up his room right here, which is transformed into a messy room. We gotta clean that up. We cleaned that up well and fine. We did all that perfectly okay, perfectly normal. And then, man, I couldn't remember what happened. Alright, screw all what happens here. Let's just talk about the story. So, our story begins with our main protagonist. I'm playing our main protagonist. Basically, in a very depressed manner. He's in a depressed state. Work has been shoving a whole cactus dildo up his ass. It hurts. It sucks. It's not really doing good for him. Life sucks. He wish he could just end it all by putting a lead bullet through his cranium. But yeah, he's basically just feeling terrible. And what happens when you feel terrible? When you feel terrible, you basically won't be able to focus on your environment, your surrounding, your mental health, and all of that. And one of the things that he can't really focus on is his own room, the cleanliness of his own room. He really doesn't give a fuck about it. He fucks that shit up harder than any porn star imaginable. So he doesn't care about that. So his room has been piling up a lot of garbage, harder than like sperm in a cum jar of a brony. So the mess keeps piling up, all the trash all over the floor, it just gets worse and worse. And then one fateful day, his mom decides to snap him out of his senses. Well, snap him back into his senses. So she starts nagging at him, saying that, hey, you gotta clean your room. Your room is filthy. It smells horrible, worse than 3 garbage trucks having sex in a sulfur factory. It smells awful. It looks awful. It's extremely painful to look at. Looking at 2 girls, 1 cup is more enjoyable than looking at their room. So she's telling him all that, and yeah, he doesn't really care. He's not really into it. He's just listening to his mother yell, and he's just nodding away like, okay, just be quiet. Just stop talking. Get out of my room. So he did all that. He didn't really care. His mother left the room, and after his mom left the room, he looks around in his room. It's a total mess. His mom was right. It stinks. It smells. Look at all the spare cum tissues all over the floor. It's really gross. So I guess that the fact that his mom keeps on yapping and nagging at him, he just doesn't really want to hear it anymore. So he's like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna clean my room. So let's try that. So he cleans his room though unenthusiastically. He's like slouching. He's hunching his back like Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings. He's not really enjoying the cleanup. So as he's cleaning up, he's grabbing these piles of paper on the floor, he's stacking them on the desk, just trying to keep the floor clean. He then notices a box at like one of the corners of the room. He hadn't seen that box in a long time. He doesn't know where that box is from or the origins of it. Could be from some alien who just transported that box from the Immaterium warp or some other dimensional realm. So he didn't know what that was. He approached the box, picked it up. He sat down on his bed and decided to open the box and check what's in the box. So he checks in the box and he notices some old toys in there. There was like a car, a teddy bear, and some other dangly object. I promise you it's not an adult toy. Some spring-load toy type thing that dangles like a PP, but that's not really pertinent to the story. There's some cap as well. So there's all these toys that are basically from his childhood. He's then recalling back on his childhood, which is, makes him smile, makes him laugh, gives him a hearty belly laugh, slaps his knee, oh golly, I got a good childhood. But anywho, he puts the toys aside and he checks the box once again. He looks at the box and basically finds like some sort of picture. It's an old picture of him back in his past where he was a lot happier in his room, basically. Hey, it's basically just him being a child in his room playing the old toys in that box. So then he begins sitting on his bed a little bit heartbroken. He's looking at the picture and realizes, damn, holy, I'm so much happier back then. Now it's like a total misfit. Now it's just absolutely awful. It's bad. So he's then thinking deeply about his own life, how the room is basically his entire home. His best friend, basically. This thing has been with him ever since he exited his mom's vajayjay. So he's looking at the picture, he's realizing the room is important to me. The room is such my best friend. I grew up here. This thing knows my PP harder than I know my PP itself. So after he makes these statements, he stands up, he looks around in his room once again. He then smiles and realizes, yep, at that very moment, I really gotta start working harder on myself. I gotta start keeping my room clean. And yeah, I will make my change in personality just like that. I'm now a whole different person. I'm totally new. So after all that, perfect, fine, he gets his shit rocked, and yeah, he decides to clean his room. So basically that's the whole story. The whole story is, there's no plot to this story, there's no lesson to be learned. It's basically just a man learning to grow out of his comfort zone and starts taking care of himself more, I guess. So that's the plot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that story. It's a bang of a story to share with your entire family. It's gonna guarantee to add a few inches to your bone and make your titty a little bit bigger. It's guaranteed to get you laid. So share this story with your friends, your family. Watch it all together, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.